Hi guys, my name is Yulia Bendina and I'm founder of English student-to-student startup that helps B1 learners around the world to speak confidently, naturally, and appropriately, culturally appropriately. Today, I will share with you one tip, which I'm 100% sure that you are not doing right now. One tip that can seriously move you off of your intermediate plateau, right? Because so many of you, when you reach B1 level, you feel stuck, you feel like you're not growing. It's perfectly natural because when you are just learning a new skill, you are accelerated, you move from 0 to 1 so fast, then the learning curve slows down. It works like this for everyone. It did for me. Now my learning is super, super slow. I'm not a native English speaker. I'm originally Russian speaker. I learned English while living in Mother Russia. And if I could do it, you can do it too. All right. I'm sure that only 1 out of 100 will really start following this tip because it's so counterintuitive, because it will feel to you like you are stepping back, regressing into childhood. The tip that I'm about to suggest is followed in primary school, in elementary school, and you'll feel you are too cool for that. This is perfectly normal, but even if just one person out of 100 starts doing it, it means I'm not wasting my time in vain right now. Well, actually, even among our user base, among the subscribers of English Student to Student, who are already dedicated to our philosophy and know that our methodology does bring results, even them, this super loyal audience, only about half of them really use this tip, even though it's a part and parcel of our weekly speaking assignment, but the other half just skip it. This tip is reading aloud. Yes, you have heard correctly. I suggest that you, dear advanced, upper intermediate, and intermediate learners, start reading out loud. Exactly. Yeah, I'm crazy like that. So why? Why do I suggest this to you? Well, it's very simple. Tell me if you recognize yourself in the following description. When people come to me, they say, Julia, I already can understand everything, but when I start speaking, I forget words and phrases. I cannot speak English. I keep on translating words and phrases from my first language, but even simple phrases that I recognize so easily, I cannot say them. I cannot say them out loud when it's my turn to speak. I start making pauses, my fluency goes down, my pace of speech goes down. Is that a familiar situation for you? Well, why does that happen? Because you push away from yourself and do not say aloud the phrases that are not a direct calque from your first language. Well, the thing is that different languages around the world use different syntactic structures, and some of the phrases feel so foreign, while some of them feel okay, like a direct translation from your first language. So you start using those, and you skip those that look so foreign. You understand them, but you don't use them because you have this inner resistance towards them. They are so foreign. You are not used to this kind of syntactic description of the world around you. And that's perfectly normal. Thing is that when you start reading aloud, you force yourself to say these foreign, not direct translations out loud, and gradually you acquire them and you appropriate them. After you say them out loud, they feel less foreign. They start to feel like a bit of your own. Another beneficial part of it is that when you read, your cognitive workload goes down compared to speaking. Speaking requires so much from you. You have to retrieve the building blocks, the vocabulary. You have to string these building blocks in the right way. You have to pronounce the words properly. You have to maintain eye contact. You have to check if the person on the receiving side, your interlocutor, gets you or not. It's such a multitasking activity, speaking. Not surprising that it's really challenging. When you read aloud, you don't have to do all of these exhausting things. At the same time, you still reap the rewards of getting fluency by focusing on your intonation, on proper word pronunciation, on fluency building, on saying these words faster. It's such a great warm-up before speaking. Every week, we match our learners and provide them with speaking practice, with a topic to discuss and new phrases to use. Before they get to the speaking part, they have a small reading task. And how do our learners skip it? They say, why shall I read it out loud? I already did it before the meeting. I came prepared. Let's just get to the point. Let's get to the most interesting part of discussing. And we see how much less likely the learners who skip that part are to actually use the new phrases and expand their vocabulary range. Their progress is slowed down significantly compared to those who do not skip this warm-up. The final bonus is that when you actually overcome this first barrier towards reading aloud, it gets enjoyable. If for some reason you still are not our subscriber, of course, you can become one. We have a free demo for you. Book it in the description below. If it sounds like impossible to join this community of worldwide, ambitious, fun, and supportive learners, well, try it on your own. Open whatever you are already subscribed to. English speaking Instagram, Medium, whatever, wherever you get your English content from, and start reading it aloud at least 3 times per week. And you'll see, oh my gosh, I used to read it silently. I thought it's so simple, but actually it requires more out of me. And when you start reading aloud, you notice that you make some awkward, embarrassing pauses. You don't quite know how to pronounce a word here and there. Maybe you start opening your dictionary, double check pronunciation. And you see, you'll notice that you're actually learning, and you'll notice how these phrases start popping up in your brain when you get to speaking part. Have fun, guys, and let us know if you've started and what you are reading about. Cheers, have fun, guys.